Prabhu is very kind and very big-hearted. So though I possess maybe some few things, but he has magnified it and he has spoken a lot. So, but all the credit to the devotees who sees positive in others, as well as yes, ultimately the credit goes to His Grace Revati Raman Prabhu and Srila Prabhupada and the Parampara, who had given us this opportunity. Otherwise, without them, we can't do anything. So whatever little credit that we are taking is also actually belonging to them only, because they are providing us all this. As you see, such a big temple and so wonderful. Now we are sitting here in conference hall. Unless they provide, we can't sit here and we can't arrange the program, isn't it? And the prasadam which is being arranged, the beautiful temple, the darshan and everything. So we have to thank them. And we are playing our small role into it. And today I am very grateful to be amongst all of you. Invited here to speak about the importance of Bhagavad Gita, which is most important subject matter for us to understand. As he was asking question, each one of them, if you see, they read Quran, the other religion, they have their books. But how many Hindus actually study the books? And I have one video also. It shows. So where it mentions that there are so many other books which are so widely distributed, but when it comes, other books which other religious books, when it comes to Bhagavad Gita, so Bhagavad Gita as it is very widely spread, but that too, if you compare with the other books, it is very less. But the population of Hindus is around 140 crore, but then Bhagavad Gita is distributed only around 16 crore. That means rest all people, they don't have Bhagavad Gita with them. Forget about reading, studying. Can you imagine? And if you ask them about Bhagavad Gita, what is Bhagavad Gita, where it was spoken, how many shlokas are there in there, who spoke to whom, they'll scratch their head. Google. So ask Google and they will answer. So you see, so this is a little unfortunate situation. But good thing is that nowadays society, people are becoming awake and they are realizing the importance of Bhagavad Gita and they want to study Bhagavad Gita. And you are amongst all of them. So we congratulate all of you also for being part of So before we begin, let us start with the prayers. Okay? Om Ajnantimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshutarine Vancha Kalpatarubhesha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay. So any subject matter when we discuss, then it is very important to know why. Why am I doing that, or why am I studying it, or why am I doing that? Isn't it? Without knowing the why, then if you do it on your just because somebody said it, you won't be continuing it for long, and some obstacle will come and you will just give it up because you don't know the purpose behind it. So now when we are coming here, we are attending the program, we should know why. And especially now we are supposed to read Bhagavad Gita. Oh, you should read Bhagavad Gita, you should have Bhagavad Gita, understand Bhagavad Gita. Why? So this question is very important. Why do I need to understand Bhagavad Gita? And therefore, we are having this discussion. Now you see, couple of years back, the whole world was hit with a great pandemic, Corona, right? So previously also pandemic had come, but that time maybe some few cities or maybe few states got shut down. But this was like once in a while situation where whole world was shut down. Like that, and then Corona had come, and then you see nothing was active. And the only mantra that time was stay home, save life, or stay safe. So you see, now the question, this all question comes, why so many problems are coming? We don't want problems in our life. But still challenges will come, problems will come in our life. So you will see, I have so many desires. I want to get a good job. I want to get good salary. I want to get good wife. I want to get good home. So all these desires I have. I want to become fully happy. I don't want any problems in my life. But still you see, though we may desire so many things which I want, but even after hard work, we find that we don't get so much, isn't it? On the other side, I don't want disease. I don't want problems in my life. Still, it happens. I don't want quarrel, but then quarrel happens. So there are two opposite things. Some things which I want, but I am not able to get. And there are some things which I don't want. Still they are forced upon me. So an intelligent person will ask this question, why all these things are happening? But you see, today's society is like this. So what is this? Rat race. So people want to run fast and they want to come first. But then they're so busy, they forget to ask these basic questions in their life. Why? Why they are doing? So they are going. Now I see so many students also over there now, because we interact with engineering students and even the other medical students also. So right from the first year now, they get into the GATE coaching institute. Now, if you really ask them, I have seen so many of the students also. Just because my friends are doing, or in the college some institute came, AS Academy came, and they are giving us some offer. So, I should take it. I should go. Everybody is doing, so I should also go for GATE. But then I ask them question, do you really think that you wish to go to higher studies? Sir, I am not so much interested in higher studies. I want to get into job only. Then why are you choosing for GATE? Because all my friends are going, and if I don't go, I feel like I am missing something. So that means what? He is getting influenced by others' activity. And therefore he made that decision to do it. But then is he really independently thinking about it? Many times students are just, they get into the flow. So, ship, what you call bharre, right? Bharre or gurre? Telugu I don't understand. What do you call ship? Gurre, right? Like that. So, first person will, the owner will take the first ship ahead. All sheep will follow behind, looking down. So this is the situation of many of the students nowadays, confused. They don't know what to do. Because everybody is doing this, let me also do same thing. And they consider that is something which is right. So, people are into the rat race. And then in this rat race, they spoil their health. They spoil their relationship, they spoil their career also sometimes. Not realizing what they are supposed to do, what is their talent. But just because others are doing, so I should compete with them. But then ultimately what they are looking for, each and every person is looking for one thing. What is that? One word. Each and every. You may want to become doctor, or you may want to become engineer, you may want to earn money, or whatever. But ultimately you are looking for something. Happiness. Very good. Haribol. Yes. Happiness. So each one of us are looking for happiness. And they think that how will I get happiness? So many different ways of enjoyment. So what are the ways of enjoyment? Okay, go for parties. Be cool. Smoke and drink. Hey, you are young boys. And like sometimes, our students, when they are there in the college hostel, and they are devotees, so they don't smoke, they don't drink. But then the other friends will say, hey, you came to engineering, you came to hostel, and you have never tried even once. At least come once, we will go and see. What is this? What kind? You are wasting your youth life. You are wasting your college life if you are not doing this. So this is what they will comment like this. So they think that enjoyment is this way. Or enjoyment, there's so many different ways. Some people want to have a speed bike ride. And they want to go ahead. And last year I saw one student, I came to know, EC department was student, EC or triple E student, diploma student, polytechnic student, when he was taking turn from the petrol pump there, polytechnic college, and he was going with full speed, and behind there is one girl, he wanted to impress. So he going with full speed, and then front ahead he went, and he met into accident, and on the spot he died. Student. So he is thinking, I am going to enjoy. And there are different ways of enjoyment which they think. But then are people really becoming happy by doing all this? This is a question which we have to ask. Are people really happy by doing all this? So yeah, the question mark is there, and especially when and somebody may think that okay, we will go to watch movie, we will enjoy, we will go for parties. But in Corona time, what happened? You are all inside your house. See, life is more important than doing all these things. The very important lesson. If somebody has a little intelligence, he will ask the question. Okay, my life is more important than going out for movies. So anyway, one very interesting statement I came across. So you see here, we buy things we do not need. With money we do not have. To impress those whom we hate. Okay, get it? We buy things we do not need. That means what? See, what is happiness? People think that I want to show off and I want to impress others. So there is a... once I was talking to one of the doctor. So he was telling, doctor is telling, I am happy going in the even cycle also. But then people are asking, hey, you are such a good doctor and you are going in cycle. Just because people are asking, now I purchased car. So you purchase the car, for that the maintenance increase, and then traffic is there, cycle can go very easily, but the traffic is there, he gets stuck into it. And he was, he was very happy before, and no much expenditure was there. So why he purchased car? To show others. Wife, she is very happy. No home, everything is okay. But neighbor, they purchased one washing machine. So now she heard, now she will tell. She will break the head of her husband. So they got the washing machine, now we also want washing machine. The competition is there. So, you see, we buy things we do not need. That means we do not need, but then because others are having, I want to show that I am also better than you. So then we purchase something. With money, we do not have. That means not credit card. Credit card, you understand? Credit card. So you don't have money. So no problem. We purchase, take loan. As much as you want. Like that. And then to impress those whom we hate. We don't like that person, I want to show I am better than you. So you see where the world is going. So this is what superficial way of experiencing happiness. It's an artificial happiness. One cannot become happy this way. And therefore there is a very nice statement. So the famous personality, anyone knows who is this? Dalai Lama. Yeah. So you see here, very interesting statement. You can pay attention. Man sacrifices his health in order to make money. So they will go late night shifts. So they will work 14 hours, no problem. I have seen in Mumbai, people, they don't get time to even eat food. So therefore there is a fast food. Then they get into the local train. One hand like this above, one leg, no, actual tapasya only. There is no space. How many of you traveled in Mumbai? Local trains, anyone gone? No, you can see in video, you will understand, my God. It's a horrible situation. Somebody asked one of the devotees, can you explain about the Mumbai local train? He says when train comes, people enter inside as if there is some diamond inside. So everybody rush inside. And then when stop comes, then people come out as if some snake entered inside and they are saving their life to come out. So like that the whole rush will go out inside and whole rush will come out. Very strugglesome life. And in that, they will eat one vada pav, will come in the train, vada pav, and then they'll take one vada pav, they'll eat vada pav while standing in such a horrible situation, and that is their food, breakfast. And they spoil their health. So man sacrifices his health in order to make money. And then he sacrifices money to recuperate his health. So whatever money he earned, now again he will put back. He will give to doctor so that I can gain the health back. So they will eat all fast food, they will become very fat, and they will get cholesterol problem and so many other problems. Again they will go to the gym to exercise. Or they will go to the doctor, give money to them. So you did, if you see, he did hard work for whom? To give to doctor. Because he didn't enjoy. He earned and then he gave to doctor. So then he sacrifices money to recuperate his health. And then he is so anxious about the future that he does not enjoy the present. So much worry is there about the future. So what will happen? So in present, he cannot enjoy. Always tension is there. The result being that he does not live in the present nor the future. And he lives as if he is never going to die. So you think, life is there, so much is there. So he saw so many people dying in front of him during Corona. But he thinks, no, I am going to stay. I have so much of time. So he lives as if he is never going to die. And then dies having never really lived. At the time of death he thinks that, I didn't gain anything much in my life. What did I do? I didn't utilize my life properly. He feels like that. So, very interesting statement. And therefore, all of you are very intelligent person who have come here to understand about this. So, there is one. When it comes to matter of life and death, everything else becomes secondary. Then where is the degree? Is it Alexander? You all know story of Alexander. So when he died, so 3 conditions he kept. What are the 3 conditions? Who knows? Yeah, one by one. Speak anyone who wants. Keep my hands like this out, empty-handed, and then
those who treats me should carry.
Who should carry? Doctors. Yes. Doctor should carry me, my dead body towards the graveyard. And the third one?
All his friends should be.
When he is going, when his body will be taken, so throw all the coins on the street. That wealth which I have. What is the purpose? Why did he say like this? So he realized that all throughout my life, I was busy conquering the whole world. But here am I. Now what is the situation? Am I going to carry even a single coin now? Therefore, keep my hand. I came empty-handed and I am leaving empty-handed. Nothing is going to come with me. Everything will remain here. So I wasted my life. And doctors. So I feel that doctors will save me. But in spite of the best of the doctors, is there anyone who can say that I will avoid death? Can anyone say like that death will not come to me? Is it possible? No. Everybody has to die. One who has born has to die. Jatasya dhruvo. What is that slogan? Bhagavat Gita? So one who has taken birth is sure to die. And one who has died, then again he will take birth. Like that. So as sure as that. So when it comes to matter of life and death, then everything else becomes secondary. Then all like degree, nothing is going to come ahead. So then we have to ask question, what did I do with my life? What am I going to carry ahead? So that is what is mentioned in Bhagavat Gita. So now, therefore you see, when you purchase any, you see, suppose a 30 crore rupees car, Mercedes-Benz car, or some other car, Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce, what is the price? Anyone knows?
5.8 crore.
So you see 5.8 crore. He knows exactly. Okay. So you see such a big crash. Now when the crash happens, accident happens, what comes in the news? Do they mention that 5.8 crore loss happened? Or they mention that one died, or nobody died, big accident, but only like some 2 people got injured, or no, like that they mention, correct? So they will give the news about the life, not about how much damage happened to the car. Because life is more important than this. Isn't it? So, now what is the purpose of life? That has to be understood. So then what makes this human life so precious and special? That you will keep 30 crore rupees or 5 crore rupees car aside, and first you will take the person to hospital, then the car to garage. Isn't it? Because there is a life. Life is more precious and life is more important. And on the top of that, human life is even more special. Even more precious. Now we say that we are far more better than animals. Correct? And you might have heard in a previous discussion also, right? Anyone knows how humans are special than animals? Okay, intelligence. So now I will tell you, I will give you one example. I remember when I was childhood, I saw one cat used to come to our house and then silently, when mother is out, without making any noise, and the cat exactly knows where is the milk. Go silently, drink the milk and run. So it requires intelligence for that. Isn't it? So for question, asking question. Yeah, you are close. It is not elaborate. Telugu, no problem. Speak in Telugu. So you can inquire. You can ask the questions. Okay. Okay, ability to think. Talk. So even animals also, they have their communication system. My God, you see what kind of communication system they have. So one sugar particle you keep, and somehow one ant finds, and in WhatsApp community the message is circulated, and all the ants will come together in the line to take and attack that sugar particle. See the communication. How powerful is the communication within the ants community? Isn't it? And they are also thinking ability, how to go. Huh? Desire. Even they do desire. Say, I want to eat this. Like tiger will desire, I want to eat this animal. I want to attack him. So that requires the desire. So anyway, we will go ahead now. Okay. There is one very special verse which Mahabharata mentions this. You can recite after me. Ahara nidra bhayamaitunam cha samanyametat pashubhir narana dharmo hitesho adhiko vishesho dharme nahina pashubhir samana. So it mentions ahara nidra bhaya maithun. So these are 4 things which are common between animals and human beings. What is that? Ahar means eating, nidra sleeping, bhaya that means so when fear comes and then defense. So automatically the defense mechanism will get activated in order to protect one's life. Yes. And then maithun. So then he and she will come together and then they produce a child. So these 4 things are common between all the species, animal or humans. So then what is speciality in human being? So you see, so because we consider ourselves to be very special human being, no? So then we are also doing same thing. Rather, you will find that human being. You see here, if you put a swimming competition, so human being is there, whale is there, dolphin is there, other fishes are there. Who will win? You see here it is mentioned. So the black marlin, 80 miles per hour. Can you imagine? And human being at max 5.34 miles per hour. That's all is the speed. So there if you do competition, then they will only win. Okay, next competition. Running race. Cheetah is there, horse is there, ostrich is there. And then the fastest human being in running is Usain Bolt. Correct? So now even that fastest person also is going to come last. When you put competition with the animals. So that means who is going to be top? Here cheetah. Cheetah is going to get gold medal. So you put now, these are all Olympic games. Lifting, weightlifting. You put competition between elephant and human being. Who is going to win? Obviously elephant. There's no question about it. And then long jump. So this is Mike Powell, who is the long jump, the top, and the record he has on his name, 29.4 feet he jumped. But then you see, leopard can jump 49 feet. Such a long jump. So in all these situations, you find that animals are even far more better than human beings. And how are we telling that human beings are better than animals? You take about eating also. Elephant will eat 60-70 kgs per day. We for us 100-200 grams is sufficient for us, isn't it? Sleeping competition. Then polar bear can sleep 6 months at a stretch. How much can we sleep? So you see. So all this way you see that animals are even far more better than human beings. So how are we telling that human beings are better than animals? Knowledge. So you see, rather we copy animals also many times. So they are having all that intelligence before and how to do this. Following dharma. And that's why the 3rd line of this Mahabharata verse says, Dharmo hitesho adhiko vishesho. What is that adhik special? That is dharma. Dharma. Dharme rahena pashubhir samana. So following dharma makes human being special. And if human being is not following dharma, dharme rahena, then what is this? Pashubhi samana. He is like animal. So there is an equation now in this verse. Human being minus dharma is equal to animal. Now you have to ask the question, how many human beings are there? If somebody says that I am human being, he has to follow dharma. According to this verse, human being minus dharma is equal to animal. So intelligent person will. So how? So animals also do think. They also have intelligence, but their intelligence is limited to ahar, nidra, bhaya, maithun. That's all. But human being has got some extra intelligence. And what is that? To inquire about the higher truths of life. To inquire about dharma. To inquire about why am I suffering. Can I put full stop to all the sufferings in my life? Can I be happy permanently? These questions human being can inquire. So ability to inquire about the higher truths of life is there in the human being. Now, you see, unfortunately, what is the situation of modern times? Paradox. Paradox means opposite situation. They have bigger houses. Right? Big bungalows are there. But then smaller heart. Hearts are very small. Very selfish people. More medicines. So many varieties of medicines are there. Lesser health. Health is not there, but everybody has a problem. And then more comforts, but lesser time. No time to enjoy that comforts also. And happiness is also not there. So what is the situation? The situation like this. The rat who ran, finally achieved what he wanted. He thought that I achieved. I wanted money, I achieved. But while doing that, what happened? He got trapped. Now what will he do with that money? He is trapped. Can he enjoy that money now? It's possible. So that is the situation of most of the people in this world. When finally they realize that nothing happened. So you see, so this is how the life is going. So eat, survive, reproduce. They grow, and finally. So is this what life is all about? Eating, mating, sleeping, depending, that's all? Or there is some higher purpose of the human form of life? And therefore Bhagavat Gita is very important for us to understand. So here Mark Twain, he says, very important statement. The two most important days in your life, are the day you are born and the day you find out why. The day you are born, because you got human form of life, some special body you got. And why? Why you are given this human form of life? Athato Brahma Jignasa. Vedas say, therefore now inquire about the higher truths of life. Therefore means what? You got human form of life, therefore now we start inquiring about the higher truths of life. Like that. Otherwise people are spending their time like usually, small childhood school, then from school to college, from college then you get degree and then job, earn money, then marry, wife, produce the children, then again grow old and get your children married and then play with the grandchildren and then finally in the old age state eating some medicine with the stick, shivering and he leaves his body. Is this what human life is all about? Or there is some higher purpose for this human form of life? So we have to understand this. So and then at the time of death, all that we had gathered becomes unimportant. What we considered important is nullified. So is life a joke or there are some higher truths of life? Otherwise you see so many problems are there in the society. Why bad thing happens to good people? Correct? This question comes always. I see so many people, they say they always worship Krishna. I went to Krishna temple or any other god temple. I gave donation also this much. But still so many problems came in my life. Why? Why God is doing like this to me? So is God listening to me or not? So how God is so cruel? Sometimes they say that this family, they always were very good to others and they always worship the Lord, but then problem happened and all the people died in the family. So what kind of God is it? The God doesn't exist. God couldn't protect them. Some people ask this question, no? Now so many attacks are happening in other country also. What God is doing to protect? So people ask this question. Or so many challenges will come, so many problems will come in the life. So, but then why this is happening? Intelligent person will ask this question. So you see, so many disasters happens, earthquake, tsunami. So it is called as Adi Bhautik Klesha, Adi Atmik Klesha and Adi Daivik Klesha. So Adi Atmik means the misery caused by one's own body or mind. So many diseases are there, stress, depression, loneliness, frustration, anger. This all comes within one's own self. Misery caused by other living entities. Terrorist attack. So many other things. While you are sleeping in the night, one living entity will come beside and then he will make nice song. And you are doing like this, again it will come. Mosquito, correct? And it will disturb your whole night sleep. So one mosquito is potential to disturb us. So misery caused by other living entity. Then misery because of natural calamities. 3. What are those 3? Adi, Atmic. Misery by one's own body, mind. And then misery because of other living entities. So friends are teasing, or somebody is quarreling, or teachers are giving a lot of assignments. And then third thing, because of natural calamity. So why these are happening? So one will inquire. So in human form, somebody is human being and somebody is intelligent, he will ask this question. Why this is happening? Why there is such problems are there? So, and then he'll ask the question, who am I? Am I this body? Who am I? Spirit, soul. So it is said Bhagavat Gita is an eye to see eye. Bhagavat Gita is an eye to see eye. So if you study Bhagavat Gita, you will understand who am I? So I am not this body, but I am spirit, soul. Like that. So why is there pain and suffering in the world? What is the goal of life? So is the goal of life to get rank 1? Is the goal of life to get dream job? Is the goal of life to go to moon? What is the goal? What should be the goal of life? Goal of life to get some Nobel Prize? Imagine his goal of life was to get Nobel Prize. And he did something and he is about to get awarded Nobel Prize and he is on the way going to get Nobel Prize and in between accident happens. So what will happen to that Nobel Prize now? Where will it go? Can he carry? So then goal was Nobel Prize, but then what happened? What gain he got? Of course we are not discouraging to get anything. If somebody wishes they can go ahead. But is this what life is meant for? Or there is some higher purpose? So these all inquiry who will do? Human being will do. And somebody is not doing this inquiry, then he is? I am not telling. Who is telling? Mahabharata. And all of you are right understanding. So, human being, he will perform spirituality. What is spirituality? Spirituality is not some andhashraddha, superstition, but it is living a life of reality. People they want to become happy, but they don't know that who they are. I want to become happy, but who am I? You ask them, who are you? I am Indian, I am boy, I am Hindu, I am from Andhra, I am engineer. All these questions come. Or my name, I am Vasudev Krishna. So you see, you may say all these questions, but if you really think, so I am Indian, if I say like this, there is a possibility to change nationality also, right? If you go to America, stay for 5 years and you can get a green card. Isn't it? So somebody will say, I am Hindu. People can change the religion also. I am Vasudev Krishna. People change the name also. Now people are even changing their gender also. The unfortunate situation. See, modern Kaliga is how. So all these can be changed. Then who are you? Body has been changing all throughout life. Small childhood photo, if you see, can we recognize our photo? Is it possible? No, right? So, because body has been changing, then who are we? We are spirit, soul, Atma. So when we know and we live on that platform, and then Bhagavad Gita teaches us how to live on the soul platform and what is the real food for soul. Just like we need food for body. Like car has to be given petrol, but the driver is there inside, you keep him hungry. No, you have to travel from Tirupati, you have to travel to Bangalore. So what you need? Petrol. So we are feeding petrol. Why are you asking for food? Petrol you need na for the car. So will it work like this? You keep the driver fast. No. Then he can't drive the vehicle. He cannot be happy. So food, there is separate food for driver, separate food for vehicle. Similarly, this body has got the food, soul also has got food. We have to understand. And that food is spirituality. Bhakti, Krishna consciousness. And that's what Bhagavad Gita clarifies. That living the life of reality, that is spirituality. Now why? So we ask why to understand Bhagavad Gita? This is the reason. To understand the real fulfillment of the human form of life. how to make the best use of this human form of life and attain the purpose of this human form of life, the goal of human form of life, to experience that everlasting happiness. Now, otherwise, if somebody is not asking this question, why? Then they are like this. Deluxe edition of animal. Human beings, but like animals. So then he is misusing his human form of life if he is not asking this question. And you see, Mercedes-Benz car, used for plowing the field. What will happen to that machine? It will damage after some time. Correct? It is meant, Mercedes car or BMW car is meant for driving on highway. Correct? And tractor is meant to be used for plowing, right? But then this is a misuse. So if human being is doing same thing of what animal is doing and using the same human form of life for the purpose of animalistic activities, then he is misusing human form of life. That will never give him happiness. He will get frustrated only this life. Okay, then you may also, okay, we understood why to study Bhagavad Gita. Okay, what is there in Bhagavad Gita? Somebody may ask, what is there in Bhagavad Gita? So you see, first of all, we should know Bhagavad Gita is a very special book. It is spoken when? When was it spoken? When it happened? 5,000 years back. Yes. So 5,000 years back in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So by the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna to Arjuna. And this comes in Mahabharata, in the middle section, and it's a part of Mahabharata, which comes in the Bhishma Parva, chapter number 25 to 42. That is what is Bhagavad Gita. So 18 chapters total. And it has how many shlokas? 700 shloka. So whenever this Bhagavad Gita, that means it is a song of God, Bhagavan. Bhagavan means one who possesses all the six opulences. So whenever Krishna is speaking, so you see where first verse, how many of you know first verse of Bhagavad Gita? Anyone knows? First verse of Bhagavad Gita. Yes. Before that, how it starts? Before Dharma Kshetra and Kurukshetra, one line is there. First line. Dhritarashtra uvacha Dharma Kshetra Kurukshetra Samaveta Yudsava Mamaka Pandava Shaiva Kimakurva Sandhya. So here it is mentioned Dharma Kshetra Dhritarashtra uvacha. Dhritarashtra uvacha means what? Dhritarashtra said. Same way, Arjuna uvacha, Sanjaya uvacha. But when it comes to Krishna, it is said Bhagavan Shri Bhagavan uvacha. So he is Bhagavan, therefore Bhagavad Gita. He is Supreme Lord, Krishna. Yeah. Okay, somebody will say, okay sir, that's all right. But then I am a scientific student. I am a believer of science. These are things I don't care about all these things. These are mythology. So then there are so many scientists also who have appreciated Bhagavad Gita. You know, even Einstein, he used to study Bhagavad Gita. He used to carry Bhagavad Gita. So here he is telling, one of the greatest tragedies of our time is this impression that has been created that science and religion have to be at war. So even I was also having same opinion only. Somebody knocked my door when I was in hostel and he said me, I want to tell about something about spirituality, Bhagavad Gita, discover yourself course. So he came. So he asked me, what do you say about, can a scientist believe in, God or spirituality? I said, it is two complete opposite pole. North pole, south pole. They cannot meet. Science one side, spirituality another side. He said, no. And he said me the story of Newton. Now because of lack of time, I won't enter into that story. But how Newton proved his friend that God exists. And he is a big scientist. I was shocked. And Newton believes in God. And wonderful example he had given. Then I purchased that book. I got that book in night, 9 o'clock, 9:30. I read whole book. By morning, 5 o'clock, I completed that book. And I was convinced about it. And from that day, my journey for spiritual life started. And I am very thankful for that book. And for the devotee who came and showed me. Otherwise, I was also outright, I am a very scientific oriented person. I have a desire. I was already working on some of the, connected to the NASA, some project and all these things. I wanted to do something there. But then I understood, when I understood Bhagavad Gita, then I read Bhagavad Gita, I came in contact with devotees, I understood that is all useless. So they have a very wrong understanding about what is this world. Okay, anyway. So science can, here is Einstein. He says science can only ascertain what it is, but not what should be. And outside of its domain, value, judgment of all kind remains necessary. That means you see, what he is telling is that, and Kelvin also says, now if you take a gulab jamun, so with a mechanistic instrument you can measure, okay, vernier caliper if you take, you can understand what is the radius of gulab jamun, you can tell what is the color of gulab jamun, you can tell what is the viscosity of the fluid in the pakam, you can tell porosity of the gulab jamun, all this. But with all these machines, can you tell how is the taste of gulab jamun? Is it possible? For that a living person has to taste, which science cannot explain. How beautiful is the song? Can any machine say? Can a robot, so this drama was very nice drama and this was not so. Can the robot judge like that? This experience he cannot do. And the soul has that living conscious feeling. So there are so many scientists who have agreed for it, and they understood that science has got some limitation. But then, if you go more deeper into the science, actually science will complement spirituality. You will get far higher truths of what is already spoken in Bhagavad Gita and Vedas. Like that. So anyway, so these are further things. I will skip these points. Where there is saying that many of the facts which are there in the Shastras, they have copied and they have made science based on our Shastras only. If somebody is a real intelligent scientist, he will believe in the God. So the book of nature which we have to read is written by the finger of God. Michael Faraday is mentioning. There are so many statements, and this is Newton. Kelvin. The more thoroughly I conduct scientific research, the more I believe that science excludes atheism. Atheism, you understand? Atheism means one who don't believe in God. So if I get into science and more thoroughly I conduct scientific research, I realize that God has to exist. Without God, this world cannot remain. Automatically this world cannot come. Somebody has created it. Even a small eyeball, when I see, I understand that it's such a complex thing. A cell is more complex than New York City, according to this doctor. If a New York City cannot come on its own, then how can the cell come on its own? Somebody has designed it, perfect design. So anyway, okay. Now you must say, sir, Bhagavad Gita is spoken how long back? 5,000 years back. Why are you speaking now? How is it relevant now? Is it really useful? Is it really relevant today? So let's understand. See, that time Bhagavad Gita was spoken where? In the home? In the temple? On the battlefield. So yeah, even, and what is our situation? We are also now on the battlefield. Which battlefield? In our mind. Lot of battles are going on all the time. So much confusion is there. Should I do this? Should I do that? Arjuna, should I fight or should I not fight? So in our life also, a lot of indecisiveness is there. What should I do? Should I do this? Should I do that? So battle is there within our own mind, tug of war. So Arjuna was confused between the choices, and we are also many times confused between the choices. And then there are four real problems of life. You know what are the four problems of life? Birth, death, old age, disease. There are four problems which were existing that time also, and now also there, correct? And then threefold miseries. I said you Adi Bhautik, Adi Devik and Adi Atma Klesha. That was there that time also, and now also is there. And Arjuna was disturbed in the mind that time, and people nowadays even more disturbed. Correct? So this is the situation. So that time Arjuna was in that situation, and we are also in the same situation. Therefore Bhagavad Gita is perfectly relevant even in today's society. Okay, it's relevant, but as a student, or I am sitting here now, what is in it for me? WII FM channel. Everybody is connected to this FM channel. What is the FM channel? What is in it for me? Anything people want, they will ask this question. Something is there for me, then I will go. Otherwise I am not interested. What is there for me? Okay, then I will come. So, what is there in Bhagavad Gita? If I take Bhagavad Gita, if I read Bhagavad Gita, what is there in Bhagavad Gita? So it is a Bhagavad Gita acts like manual, map and medicine. Manual. See, any gadget we purchase, there is a need of manual. how to operate it in the right way. What are the functioning? Like washing machine, what button you press, then what functioning will happen? How do you use it? So if you want to use it in the best possible way, efficiently, then you need to read manual. Otherwise you may press wrong button or you may use it instead of sometimes vehicle, instead of petrol, you put diesel, thinking it's a diesel vehicle. Then it will not work properly. Correct or not? So manual you have to refer. Similarly, or if you don't refer the manual and on our own, you have seen that video of that panda, that polar bear who is trying to, a new machine came in the gym and he was trying to figure out what is this new machine about. He is pressing the button and then what you call a treadmill. It started moving fast and he is running and another button he presses. It goes in the reverse direction. Now he is running in the reverse direction. So he is getting totally uncontrolled and finally he hits himself. So if we use the machine without knowing how to use it or the purpose for which it is, then we get frustrated. Similarly, this body is also, Krishna says in Bhagavat Gita, Yantra Rudhani Maya. This is Yantra. Yantra means machine. This body is also kind of a machine in which the soul is a driver who is driving that machine. How do you use that machine so that you can be happy in your life? That manual is Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna has given this Bhagavad Gita. So if you really want to use the human form of life in the best possible way and experience the joy and happiness, Bhagavad Gita is very, very important. It's a manual for life. It's not some religious book. Anybody can read. And therefore, when Srila Prabhupada presented Bhagavad Gita as it is, so many Westerners, they took Bhagavad Gita, they read Bhagavad Gita, they applied Bhagavad Gita in their life and they became happy in their life. And today morning only we heard from His Grace Revati Raman when he was giving class. Was someone there from here? Morning class, Bhagavatam class? Okay, two of you. The story, how he got Bhagavad Gita and he got transformed. Isn't it? He was about to commit suicide. There one person, he was telling. Another story I heard, where a person was very much frustrated in life. So he thought of committing suicide. Actually, he thought that I have achieved everything in my life. What I want to do now, I don't know. There is no purpose, no goal, nothing is there. So he thought that let me die. So what he thought, he decided that let me die. He got some carbon monoxide or some kind of gas is there, which will not create some pain when you die. So what he did, he closed all the windows of his car. He sat inside the car and then he released that gas. And when the gas is released, slowly over the period of time, he will inhale and eventually it takes something 30 minutes of time for him to get suffocated fully and then he dies out of that. So he thought maybe I will use this idea and I will die. So he was sitting inside and then somebody knocked the door. So our devotees, now this is a marathon month. So book distribution, Gita Jayanti happened a few days back only. So devotees of ISKCON all over the world in this month of December, they will go on the streets and they will distribute this Bhagavad Gita. So they also, so one of the devotees, he came Dhoti Kurta Tilak and he knocked the door. Sir, open the door. He said, no, go away, I am not interested. Please open the door. So, no, we want to show you something very special for you. So he said that, no, I am not interested. You go away. Because anyway he want to die, why will he purchase something? But then at least listen to me what I am speaking. At least open the window and then talk to me. Then I will go if you don't want. So he was thinking, fed up with him. No, what to do? Okay, just to get relieved from him, open the window. And he took, he was telling, but he was not so much convinced. But just to get rid of him, okay, how much you want? What you want? Money? Okay, take this money, go. And he took the Bhagavad Gita, closed the window, again released the gas. And he is sitting. And he is waiting, when will I die? So he is waiting bored. So what to do now? Something now, half an hour I have to wait. So he gave some book, Bhagavad Gita. What is this Bhagavad Gita? Let me see. So he took the Bhagavad Gita. And now he started reading Bhagavad Gita. 1 page, 2 page, 3 page. And then he came to the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita and he realized, I am not this body but I am spirit soul. And soul never dies. Soul is always eternal. What happens to soul is it just changes from one body to another body and the karma carries forward. You can't escape from your karma. And you was shocked, what? I don't die. Then what is going to happen to me in next life? Even more suffering will come. No, I want to follow Bhagavad Gita. Immediately opened the window. He ran behind that devotee who was there. Somewhere he must be there. And he went and he joined the temple in ISKCON. So, and then from that time onwards, then he read Bhagavad Gita and he got convinced by Bhagavad Gita. He became very happy in his life. He was frustrated before, but he became very happy in his life. And then onwards, he's distributing. Now he's distributing Bhagavad Gita in Delhi. So he's there. So now he became very old also. So you see, Bhagavad Gita has transformed so many people's life like this. So it's a manual of life. People don't know what to do in this human form of life, how to become happy in this life. So they consider something illusion to be the reality. And their search for happiness is like deer searching for water. But actually that is Endamavi in the desert. Correct? Endamavi, right? That mirage. So it is like that. Search for happiness on the material platform is just like that. You will never gain any happiness in that. So Bhagavad Gita teaches us how to really be happy. And then second thing, map. So as I mentioned, manual. And then, and what are the things discussed in Bhagavad Gita? So these are the topics: Jiva, Karma, Prakriti, Ishvara, Kala. So this is there. And finally, so map. So as a map, how Bhagavad Gita helps? See, we are here in this material world and we are constantly, see Google Map what it does? So you put one location and then it will show the route, correct? From wherever you are, it will show the route. Whichever location you are, it will show the route. You may sometimes take a wrong turn, from there also then it will give you another way, correct? Similarly, Bhagavad Gita, each and every one of us are searching for happiness, looking for happiness. And what is the path? From wherever we are. So Krishna speaks about Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. So for different level of people, from wherever you are, you take Bhagavad Gita and Krishna will give you highest of the thing. On the top of that, Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita and the purport, even an ordinary person can understand this Bhagavad Gita. And it can give you the desired destination. See, everybody is fearful of death, right? Nobody wants to die. Because that's the nature of the soul. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Sat wants to always remain immortal because that's the nature of the soul. Chit, people want to know more and more. So, and then Ananda, happiness. But when the body is Asat, temporary, going to die. Achit, ignorance. And then Nirananda, no happiness. So if somebody is trying to become happy on this material platform, bodily platform, then Nirananda. Soul platform, you will get Ananda. So Satchit Ananda. So that map, that route, how the soul can experience the real happiness, the route to our real home, our actual destination of the soul in the spiritual world. Soul belongs to spiritual world. Soul belongs to spiritual world. Matter belongs to material world. So soul, but by mistake he has come here. Just like a person, he goes in the jail. Is he happy in the jail? Will he want to continue inside the jail? All the food is given to him still. Will he be happy in the jail? No. Even if you provide food and clothing also, still he will want to come out. There is restriction, he won't like. Similarly, soul in this material world is like that restriction, a jail. And our home is spiritual world. How to go to spiritual world? How to go to Supreme Lord? Experience that real happiness. Vaikuntha, where there is no more miseries, no more death, no more old age, no more disease, no more birth. Only happiness. Every word is like a song. Every walk, step is like a dance. So water is like a nectar. And people are very selfless and loving. No envy. That is spiritual world, which is our home. And Krishna is our Supreme Father, who is so loving. He is just telling us to turn towards Him. And I will take care of you everything. You don't have to do anything. Prahlad, what did he do? But Krishna, he remembered Lord and took shelter of the Lord. And even though so many problems came in life, so many challenges came in life, but Lord always was there to protect Prahlad. So like that in our life also, we need to take shelter of Lord. And how do we take shelter of Lord? First we have to understand what Lord wants from us. And where He has mentioned, that is in Bhagavad Gita. And therefore we should study Bhagavad Gita. Then we realize what God wants. And then we can align our life with that. So it's like a map. So we have a guided missile. So missile, nowadays wars are happening. We can go, you can target it to any country. But misguided man. Who is using that missile? Misguided people. Then they will attack, terrorist attack. They will get into the Twin Towers blast. This kind of things they will do. Misguided people. So people need to be guided. To guide the people, Bhagavad Gita is there. And finally at the end, so with this then we will pause. So Bhagavad Gita is also as a medicine. See, when we are in a diseased condition, then even if samosa, paneer sabji, puri, bhaji, everything is brought in front, but you are having fever, can you enjoy? No. So diseased condition, medicine. It is said that jaundice, when there is a jaundice disease is there, then that time, if you eat sweet, you feel it like bitter. Sweet appears to be bitter. And the medicine for that jaundice is sugarcane juice. See, it appears to be very bitter. I don't want. But then if you keep taking sugarcane juice, eventually when the disease is gone, the tongue will get its original taste slowly. And the bitterness goes away and the sweetness comes back. Now you can give one more glass you give. Why one only? Like that you will ask. Similarly, right now we are in a diseased condition. Material disease is there. Skin disease is there. Skin disease means what? Identifying with this skin. I am this body. That is skin disease. So we have to come out of the skin disease. I am not this body, but I am soul. So Bhagavad Gita acts as a medicine to help us to come out of this diseased condition of the soul, where he can't experience happiness, he can't experience joy, even everything is there in front, still he cannot experience happiness. But eventually when you take the medicine, then you become healthy, you become happy, mentally, physically, emotionally, and most important, spiritually. Spiritually you are very satisfied and happy. Okay? So what people think, success is like this, I will do this and I will become happy. But reality is, it will be like this. So many terms will be there, ups and downs will be there. It is not so easy. In all these situations, then people get frustrated, people get bewildered, confused. So that is the time Bhagavad Gita is going to help us. So somebody may ask, so Lord, please show me direction. Tell me how to do, what to do. So then God has already said, I have given you Bhagavad Gita. Please take my Bhagavad Gita and read Bhagavad Gita. Go to ISKCON temple. So today morning, Repti Ramprabhu was telling, one old man, he came running to our temple and was asking, give me Bhagavad Gita, give me Bhagavad Gita. We were asking, but what happened? Why are you doing like this? He said, actually I died 3 days back. What? You died 3 days back? Then how are you talking here? He said, yeah, I died and I saw something, very dangerous thing, hell. Black, big body person was there and Yamakinkaras were there, like that. And then somehow, but then that personality asked, why have you brought him? He is a wrong person, he is staying near Hare Krishna temple. Send him back. Then when they are taking him back, so this Yamakinkara said, you go near the Radha Krishna temple which is nearby and purchase Bhagavad Gita and read Bhagavad Gita, then you will never see us again. For you, Vishnu Dutas will come, who will take you to, not to hell, to spiritual world, Vaikuntha. And then you got up actually, you got up from the dead body is there, people are taking him to the final right and you got up. And all of them become fearful, this dead body got up, how is this? Ghost came or what? People are running. But then he got up, he said, hey, no, I am your father, I am your uncle. What uncle? You died, 2 days happened. So, but then he got up and then he came to temple and purchased Bhagavad Gita. This is a real story, Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita can save us from getting into the darkest region of life. So Krishna is telling, any problem, you read my Bhagavad Gita. I have given all the solution for you in the Bhagavad Gita which I have given. So you please take this Bhagavad Gita. Okay? So this is feeling restless, read Bhagavad Gita. Searching for happiness, read Bhagavad Gita. Feeling lonely, read Bhagavad Gita. Feeling like something is missing in the life, read Bhagavad Gita. Want to be a better person, read Bhagavad Gita. Seeking for the meaning of life, read Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the solution for everything. Hare Krishna, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki Jai, Prabhupada ki Jai, Gaur Premanande.
Hari Hari Bol. Thank you very much, Prabhu, for such a wonderful discourse on importance of Bhagavad Gita. So how much Bhagavad Gita is important in our life, how it helps us. So we're very grateful to you. So let us all raise our hands and say Hare Krishna mantra once as a gratitude to Vasudev Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Ram, Rama Rama Hare Hare. So now, next session. So from this week,